The sun beat down on my back as I trekked through the Amazon rainforest, the air thick with humidity and the sounds of exotic creatures. I had traded the concrete jungle for a real one, my backpack my only companion. I had stood in awe beneath the Eiffel Tower, its iron latticework a testament to human ingenuity. The scent of spices had filled my nostrils in the bustling marketplaces of Marrakesh, a sensory overload of colors, sounds, and smells. I had shared laughter with locals in a tiny Irish pub, the warmth of their hospitality as comforting as the peat fire crackling in the hearth. These were just a few snapshots of my incredible journey, a journey that had taken me to every corner of the globe. I had seen breathtaking landscapes from snow-capped mountains to turquoise oceans. I had immersed myself in diverse cultures, learning new languages and customs along the way. And the most amazing part? I had done it all with next to nothing in my bank account. The desire to travel had always simmered within me, a persistent yearning for something more than the ordinary. It was a feeling that gnawed at me, a whisper in the back of my mind that there was a world out there waiting to be explored. I craved adventure, new experiences, and the chance to connect with people from all walks of life. The stories of travelers who had ventured far and wide filled me with a sense of wonder and excitement. But like many, I was held back by the misconception that travel was a luxury reserved for the wealthy. The idea of affording such a lifestyle seemed like a distant dream, something unattainable. Stuck in a rut, I knew I needed a change. The monotony of daily life was suffocating, and I longed for a way out, a path to something more fulfilling. The turning point came when I stumbled upon a documentary about budget travel. It was a revelation, showing me that travel didn't have to be expensive or out of reach. Suddenly a world of possibilities opened up before me. I realized that with a little creativity and a lot of determination, my travel dreams could become a reality. The idea of exploring new places on a shoestring budget was exhilarating. I began to research and plan meticulously, poring over travel blogs, guides, and forums. I learned about cost-saving tips, budget accommodations, and ways to immerse myself in local cultures without breaking the bank. The initial challenges were daunting. The fear of the unknown loomed large, whispering doubts in my ear. Could I really do this? Was I ready to leave everything behind? I had to drastically cut down on my expenses, selling off possessions that once seemed essential, but now felt like anchors holding me back. It was a liberating experience, shedding the excess to make room for new adventures. I took on odd jobs to save every penny I could. From freelancing to part-time gigs, I hustled and saved, each coin bringing me closer to my goal. The fear of the unknown loomed large, whispering doubts in my ear, but the allure of adventure outweighed my apprehension. The thought of discovering new places, meeting new people, and experiencing life in a different way was too enticing to ignore. But the allure of adventure outweighed my apprehension. The thought of discovering new places, meeting new people, and experiencing life in a different way was too enticing to ignore. With a one-way ticket in hand and a heart full of anticipation, I took the leap of faith, leaving behind the familiar for the unknown. It was a moment of pure exhilaration, knowing that I was finally taking control of my destiny, leaving behind the familiar for the unknown. The journey ahead was uncertain, but the spark of adventure had ignited a fire within me, one that would guide me through the challenges and triumphs of the road ahead. One of the most rewarding ways I funded my travels was through work exchange programs. These programs not only provided me with a means to travel affordably, but also offered enriching experiences that money simply can't buy. Platforms like Workaway and Worldpackers connected me with hosts around the world who offered accommodation and food in exchange for a few hours of work each day. These platforms opened doors to unique opportunities, allowing me to live like a local and truly immerse myself in different cultures. I helped renovate a hostel in the Portuguese countryside, learning basic construction skills while bonding with fellow travelers. The sense of camaraderie and teamwork was incredible, and I left with not just new skills but lifelong friends. I taught English to children in a rural village in Thailand, their eagerness to learn both humbling and inspiring. The joy on their faces when they grasped a new concept was priceless, and it reminded me of the power of education and the impact one person can make. I volunteered on an organic farm in the Italian Alps, my days filled with the scent of fresh herbs and the satisfaction of contributing to a sustainable way of life. Working with the earth and seeing the fruits of our labor was incredibly fulfilling. Work exchange wasn't just about free accommodation, it was about cultural immersion, meaningful connections, and the joy of contributing to something bigger than myself. Sharing meals with local families, learning their traditions, and understanding their way of life added depth to my travels. My tip is to be open-minded and adaptable. Each experience is unique, and flexibility will allow you to make the most of every opportunity. Embrace the opportunity to learn new skills, step outside your comfort zone, and connect with people from all walks of life. Whether it's learning to cook a traditional dish, picking up a new language, or mastering a craft, these experiences will enrich your life in unexpected ways. The experiences you gain will be far more valuable than any paycheck. The memories, skills, and friendships you build will stay with you long after the journey ends, making every moment of your work exchange truly worthwhile. Section 4. The kindness of strangers. Couchsurfing became another cornerstone of my budget travel strategy, opening doors to authentic cultural experiences and genuine human connection. Through the platform, I connected with locals who generously opened their homes and lives to me. I stayed with a family in a traditional Japanese house, learning the art of calligraphy and the intricacies of the tea ceremony. I shared stories and laughter with a group of artists in a bohemian apartment in Buenos Aires, their passion for their craft contagious. I spent evenings with a retired teacher in Prague, listening to his tales of the city's rich history and soaking up his infectious zest for life. Couchsurfing is more than just free accommodation. It's about fostering cross-cultural understanding, breaking down stereotypes, and creating lasting bonds with people from all corners of the globe. My advice is to approach couchsurfing with an open mind and a willingness to engage. Be respectful of your host's home and culture, and be open to sharing your own story and experiences. Section 5. On the road to freedom. Hitchhiking, while sometimes challenging, became an exhilarating and eye-opening way to experience the world. It was a test of patience and trust, relying on the kindness of strangers to get from one place to another. Each ride was a new story, a new adventure, and a new perspective on life. The feeling of freedom as I stood on the open road, thumb outstretched, was unmatched. There was a sense of liberation in not knowing where the next ride would take me, and the thrill of the unknown was intoxicating. The open road symbolized endless possibilities and the promise of new experiences. I hitched a ride with a trucker across the Australian outback, his tales of life on the road as captivating as the vast desert landscape. The long stretches of road gave us plenty of time to share stories, and I learned about the unique challenges and joys of a trucker's life. The outback's raw beauty and the trucker's rugged lifestyle left a lasting impression on me. I shared a cramped car with a group of students in Morocco, their laughter and music filling the air as we sped towards the coast. The camaraderie and shared excitement made the journey unforgettable. We exchanged stories, learned about each other's cultures, and formed bonds that transcended language barriers. I even hitched a ride on a sailboat in the Caribbean, spending my days swimming in turquoise waters and my nights gazing at a sky ablaze with stars. The gentle rocking of the boat and the sound of the waves created a sense of peace and tranquility. It was a magical experience that connected me deeply with nature and the vastness of the ocean. Budget transportation options like local buses and overnight trains became my preferred mode of transport. They were not only affordable but also provided a unique glimpse into the daily lives of the locals. Each journey was an opportunity to observe the rhythm of life in different regions and to connect with fellow travelers. They were not only affordable but also provided ample opportunities to interact with locals and observe daily life unfolding outside my window. The conversations I had on these journeys were often enlightening, offering insights into the culture, traditions, and challenges faced by the people I met. My tip for budget travel is to embrace the journey as much as the destination. The experiences and connections made along the way are often more valuable than the places themselves. It's about the people you meet, the stories you hear, and the moments of serendipity that make travel truly enriching. Be flexible, adaptable, and open to unexpected detours. Travel rarely goes exactly as planned, and it's in those unplanned moments that the most memorable experiences often occur. Embrace the uncertainty and let it lead you to new adventures. Some of the most memorable adventures happen when you least expect them. It's the spontaneous decisions, the chance encounters, and the willingness to step out of your comfort zone that create the most lasting memories. So keep an open mind and heart, and let the road to freedom guide you to extraordinary experiences. If you enjoyed this journey, please subscribe to Himanka's TerraWanderlust channel for more such videos. Your support helps us bring you more incredible travel stories and tips. Thank you for watching.